Welcome back to Survival, everybody. Our oats is ready to go, but I think we need to get a silo put up for that as well. We'll probably end up putting it up, I think right in here would be good. Maybe put a road. We're probably gonna have to take this tree down that we just planted, unfortunately. Probably buy that cutter, I think, for the skid steer here. There was one more stump here that I wanted to tackle. I'm sure there's some more that we missed, but at least we got a good start. The firewood is still being processed over at our production. Probably have to go for it a few more months. There actually isn't too much left if we pull back here. I got one loaded up, ready to go. There's this stack here, these here, here, and that is about it. But we do have to get, I think we'll take this tree down, this one. We're going to leave this one, I think. I kind of like how that looks out in the middle of our future field. And we'll take this one down for sure. I don't know if I'll keep that one. Because what I might do with this field, I've been looking at it. I think I'm going to wrap it around here. Guess if I do that, I almost have to get rid of it. We'll have to take a look at that when we get to it. Wrap this around, and then we'll have another, I think, road come down here, because we're going to have the grain bin here, I think. And then we'll wrap this way. This will be like a, you know, a little separate chunk, but I think it'll add a different look to the farm, which I'm kind of excited about. And then the rest of it back here we'll just make into grass in the future. And then we can get that fermented and make some even more money. The chickens are in dire need of some food. So let's grab the bucket. I don't know where we're going to put this. We'll put this out by the windmill right now. We'll probably get all this picked out of the shed too, so if we do get the grain bin put up. Well, we are going to get the grain bin put up. It's time to do that. And then we can clean it up and park some more stuff in the shed. So it should be an interesting episode for expanding the farm. So what I think I want to do is get our harvester going on the oats, so they can be picking while we're doing some landscaping. Oh yeah, there was an update to this combine that they changed the sounds on this. Does it sound a little bit better? Maybe it's not so loud. I think it's still pretty loud. It definitely sounds different than it was before. So what I think I'll do is go around the headland here, and then we'll set it off on a worker. Got a nice tipper wagon that we can offload. But we're going to want that silo, because this is actually not going to even be ready to sell until towards the winter. Look at that! We're on the headland once, already at 32%. I think we're gonna have a good yield off of this. Let's see, we'll start them down the middle. Won't take long before they'll need to be unloaded. We'll probably actually unload them before we run down to the shop. I think we're gonna buy that cutter for the skid steer for the trees. Yeah, we'll just start them right here, I think. Again, our yield, look at that, 95%. Could have got better if we would have rolled it. Alright, so let's take a look at the catalog. Nothing in the sales. So if we go to combinations on our skid steer. See, these two guys here, it's kind of like 12,000, it's a waste of money when you think about it when we got a hand chainsaw. But I've never used this yet, and it'd be kind of interesting to try it out, especially when we got a kind of a skid steer playthrough. And we are going to make quite a bit of money. We're almost up to like, I think, with that wood. We're already going to get 165,000 for that wood. We still got a lot more to process too. So I think we're sitting pretty good. I do want to get a higher horsepower tractor. That's got to be a top priority so we can have the implements that require a lot of horsepower. Yeah, so I think this one will just cut the tree down. And I don't think, well, that saw's only so big. Probably can't do too wide of trees here either. This one will grab it, which would be kind of nice to get it out like and lay it in a different spot. The question is, will the skid steer be able to handle that, or will it tip on us? Maybe if we get it laid back right away, or tilt it, you know, so it gets the weight back. I think we're going to go ahead and buy this. It may be a mistake, we could always sell it. But we'll go down and grab that, and then we'll cut this tree here, and the rest of those trees. And then we'll start, we'll get our bin up so we can dump some of this oats in there. I suppose we should relieve the picker before we go down. Pretty exciting to see what the farm's going to look like in the future after we get all this done and landscaped and get our new fields in. We do got to look at getting a different plow. That small one's not going to cut it to make these new fields. I was looking at another one. It's going to require some horsepower. I guess we'll pick him up on the bottom side when he flips around. That's why it's important. I think we get another tractor with some good horsepower. There we go. A little bit bigger of a dump this time. Should make unloading a lot easier. It would be nice to get the combine upgraded at some point too. But first things first, we gotta tackle what we gotta tackle. Alright, we are back. We got the cutter on the back of the truck here. We get to see how good this is. I hope it was a good purchase. I'm sure there's a lot of people going, why did you waste money on that? I simply want to try out different equipment. And I think we're going to have the budget now after we sell that firewood for sure. Alright, let's see how this thing works. We got to unfold, I believe. Or is it... Okay, that's how you turn it on. Okay. And it just claws, I guess. There's no... We'll get the small one here. I don't know how good this is gonna work. Or would you wait to cut it until you have it clamped maybe, huh? Let's try to shut that off and see if we can grab it first. It's got the dual grab, so ideally you're supposed to be able to grab 2 trees with that. Question is, how do you activate it? Let's look here. We'll get up against the tree here. I'll get ready to grab it, I guess. Turn it on. Oh. I don't know, it didn't really grab it. We got it. I don't know how good that was. It should have auto-grabbed, I thought. It's got a nice balance. We'll put it down on the road. Oh, we're gonna have to back down, I think. We're gonna risk tipping over if we go forward. So we can see where it's at. So nothing's hiding in our brush. Maybe somewhere flat would be good. We're gonna have to cut the limbs on it too, so I think if we go off our property, it's not gonna let us do that. We'll set it right here, I think. Yeah, it's tipping already. There we go. I guess we'll whack them off real quick while we're here. Shouldn't take too long. There we go, somewhat. One more branch. There. We'll just throw it on the trailer, I guess. Okay, so we got a few more. Let's see, that tree there, I wanted to leave. I think it would just look cool in the middle of our grass field. Let's see if this works. I know this can do dual grab, that's why it's got that arm, but I don't know why it's not working. We'll try leaving the grabbers open on this one. If it falls down on the ground, I'm going to be disappointed. No. Oh. Yeah, that's... So it's like this tools, they didn't even make it right. That's so unfortunate. I think we got most of it. It kind of landed in the brush, so you can't really see where you're at. I wonder if I should, like, cut it and then throw this on the trailer right away with the grabber. I think we'll do that. It only makes sense. This tree here. Were we going to get rid of that one? Or should we leave both? I like this one here. That one for sure looks good. I just don't know if we want two here. I think we'll get rid of that one. Let's wait. Let's go grab the trailer. Looks like he should get that tackled fine. This looks so weird without a tree here now. We're actually not going to be able to sell a whole lot though until we advance. That's the other thing right now. We might have to like... We might have to wait. This is not going to take a whole lot. I guess we'll go see what happens. The other thing at this point too is, I know we're kind of waiting for this wood, we gotta wait for this wood to process, but it's like if a tractor comes up in the sales, it's like we would be able to afford it, but we won't be able, ooh, watch it. We don't have the money yet, you know? So it's very difficult, because it won't be until the winter when we make the top dollar for our firewood, so we gotta wait. And then we gotta look and see what we want to buy. See what happens. Yeah, not quite. Let's just shut it off, and then we'll have to advance. But while we do that, this combine should be about done. Looks like it. Excellent. Get this in the wagon. I think we'll do some landscaping right away. Other thing is we gotta pick a silo size. We gotta see how much is in this wagon. Because we're probably gonna want quite a bit of space. It only has to last a year. But if we do put more fields up in the future, I guess we could put up another silo too. But I want to future-proof just a little bit. And then we'll need some extra space for grain for the chickens as well. So we gotta take that into account. We are gonna need this for the sorghum, but let's just park it to the side here for now. Okay, we gotta actually get the stump grinder. I suppose we can put the road in, figure out what we're gonna do here. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to... Where's that stump? Is there a stump or did that just disappear? No, it's right here. Let's grab the skid steer. And then we'll get rid of that stump, because we are gonna have to flatten that land out just a little bit for our silo. Well, it looks a little bit bare without that tree there now. Alright. Where we at here? Just a small stump. Can we do it in first person? I think that's it. Yes, indeedy. I think it's important we have a silo actually kind of close to the chicken barn so we can easily fill it up and dump in there without having to drive too far. Alright, let's do some landscaping here and see what we come out with. Alright, I got a little leveling there. Good start, but I want to get that silo put in. Oh yeah, we wanted to see... I guess I'll take this tractor over and hook it up to the wagon. I want to see how much of a harvest we got off of that field so we kind of know which silo we should put up. Obviously this is a joke for this to be pulling this wagon, but we'll have an idea. Okay, so 5,006. How does it pull it? Pretty decent. Not too bad, actually. So just over 5,000. If we do, like, barley, that's a high yield crop, we'd get a lot more. So what do we have for silos? We're going to use those new ones we got off the Mod Hub. The Michael bins here. And like I said, I wanted to future-proof it a little bit. I think this is a little overkill. But I think this 19,000 would be kind of a nice... Ooh, we actually don't have the money. That's a problem. I didn't even think of that. Alright, so what I think we're going to do... I'm gonna run back down and we might be able to sell some of that wood in that other spot. If it's gotten processed. Wood's coming along good right there. Oh man, we can't really sneak through here. We're gonna try. It's really tight. Nice, no hitbox. Yeah, it's no promises that it's gonna take all this. Maybe it'll take some. We only need a little bit of cash. Hopefully. Yes, 5,000 there. And actually that should cover it, I think. Actually, let's just leave this right here for now. Otherwise, I was thinking about maybe selling this wagon here and then selling our tractor too. Because we're starting to get to the point now where that is low powered. So it's not as useful anymore. Oh, actually we're a little short yet. 15. I was thinking 12. We could go with the 12 one, but then... Let's, Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. Let's just go ahead and sell this tractor and that trailer. I hate to do it. We did get our use out of this tractor, but... It's kind of been coming to the point now where... We're gonna start moving to bigger equipment anyway. So we might as well get rid of this while we kind of need the money. Instead of this stuff just sitting here. It would make good probably for picking up seed and stuff, but we do have our truck. And we're going to want to take the truck because it's faster. Alright, let's sell this and say goodbye. Bit of a heartbreak to get rid of this. This is what we did start the series with, was this tractor, this trailer, and of course our truck. And that was pretty much about it. There really wasn't much more. Maybe our bike. We've already grown up so much. Alright, let's repair the tractor, repaint it. So we're gonna get 7,000 for that, just over. And then the trailer as well, repair, repaint, and 25,870 for that. Alright, so now we're back up to 21,000. Yeah, so we'll go with the 19,000 version. And I think... Get it nice and somewhat close. Maybe more. Let's see. Can we level that out just a little bit more? Yeah, so the chicken coop is kind of in the way. So that's all we're going to be able to do, it looks like, unfortunately. So the bin, we could always go at an angle a little bit. Would that be good? Because what we'll probably end up doing is making a loop coming around, dump, or loop around instead of backing up. Although the dump is right there, so you'd almost have to kind of... Yeah, I think we're going to have to go at an angle. It doesn't probably look the best, but I think it'll help a lot better with... to dump and go. So right there, 15 grand. Alright, how does it look? I think the dumping would be perfect. Or the loading, I should say. The dumping's kind of weird because it's way over here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to landscape this so it looks somewhat decent. And we'll see in a few minutes. Kind of got a somewhat of an idea here. I'm a little worried about these bumps here, but I did have to reimburse myself, sell it, reimburse myself, and then put it down again because of the slope. It wouldn't let me get very nice. We did want a turnaround spot here, so I think we kind of got that. It might be kind of heavy going up the hill here, but all in all, I don't think that'll be too bad. We could probably touch it up here and there. Should we give it a shot and dump it? I guess maybe realistically, I guess it depends on where we would have the harvest at. I suppose if we're harvesting this field, we would still go from the top. So we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that looks a little steep right there. But I think we'll make it work. So can we dump right here? Do we gotta... I suppose we could do side tip. Left side. There we go. That shouldn't work too bad. I mean, we went in the trees a little bit there, but I guess I could go on a little bit closer. Alright, so now we should be able to easily go to our time-saving stock check. And there we go. We know exactly when to sell it, where to sell it. So that'll be handy there. 10 grand for that load. And then we just gotta come around. Yeah, it's quite the hill here. I almost want to make the tracks. I might actually, off camera, make these tracks align better with the tractor. Actually, I'll leave the wagon here so I remember to do that. So it looks like it fits a little bit better. Alright, so what I think we're going to do is we'll advance so we can get some more wood sold. I suppose we could, well actually there's still some to sell in that wagon. For those wondering if the wagon leasing was going to cost us a lot of money, it's actually not too bad if we pull up the page here. It's costing us $410 a month to lease that, but we got property income that's covering that easily. So, alright, so let's go ahead and advance then, and we'll be on our way. Would be nice to get this field going again, but we're gonna need the tractor to do some logging. Ooh, looks like our sorghum's ready to go too. We might save that for the next episode, but we're probably gonna have to advance quite a bit to get the rest of that wood sold. Part of me wants to get all that done in this episode. Like what we'll do is try to sell this wood here, since the wagon's here anyway. Because we're easily going to fill that up today. We probably have a wagon and a half. Maybe two. Yet two. Oh, we didn't quite get it all. Well, we'll run these over to the other spot then. So we could easily get everything mostly done with the wood. Might have it on the wagon to sell for the next episode. But at least it'll all be off the field. Alright, this should easily go. Yes, indeedy. We'll put our forks down so we can get some logs on there easier. Look at that clear cut. It's just insane how much woods is gone. Oh yeah, we should probably get these first. I think we might actually be able to let that fall right on the wagon, maybe. Well, I'll go get the skid steer. I'm sure this tree is gonna be just a little heavy for this thing. Yeah, you almost have to have it turned off and then kind of get a grab on the... This tree's probably going to be way too big. And we'll turn it on. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, it's not going to work. Dang it. Can we strap it? We can strap it. Should we just drag it over there? Oh, look at that. We ain't gonna get under this. Oh no. We're not gonna get under the shed. We might just have to drag it over there. Yeah, that is that. Alright, I got it strapped on the back. This is somewhat working. I don't know if we're going to be able to swing into here. We'll do the best we can. Try to save ourselves the work of cutting. Will that work? I hope. Yes. It's gone. We don't have to deal with that nightmare. Alright, I think what we're going to do here is take a little break. We'll get these loaded. And like I said, I think it'll be a load no more than 2. It'd be like 2 max if I had to guess here. Alright, so it looks like I went ahead and advanced another day. We're kind of filling up. The pallets are going to have to be moved here a little bit. That is a lot of firewood. I think what we'll do is we'll just slide these down, I think. Whoa! So it doesn't create a problem. There we go, we should be good for a little while again. I think we'll have to dump these on the trigger. Like I said, it's only going to be maybe another load. I think there's a little bit more than I was thinking. But if we can just dump these off here, we can get the rest loaded up. And then a lot of this will be done. Open this other gate. That's what it's there for. Looks like a pile here on the left. There's a pile there. And a pile there. Oh, and one down there. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty close, I think. Probably should have grabbed that other... We had that small tree you had to cut. We could have threw that on with the skid steer before we loaded this stuff. Because there's no way we're gonna reach with all this here now. Okay, let's take a look. I think there was there another pile down here? Oh yeah, one more right there. Kinda hidden. I wouldn't be surprised if we start plowing our field at some point and we run into some logs somewhere. That was a lot. See, we're not quite straight on this one. I'll try to load it like this. Looks good. Excellent. I think there was just a couple stragglers laying around here. A tree there, and then there's that tree there. What we'll have to do... Well, we'll just have to load these with the wheel loader separate, I guess. That's just the way it's gonna work. Yeah, I wanted to get all this finished on this episode because we kind of been going a little bit long on this. Get it all done and over with. So we can start planning the future. Oh yeah, this is going to be a tricky, I think. Oh, there we go. Not bad. Here we go. Lean it back. No, I don't think we're going to be able to squeeze this on the trailer. Whoa. We can try. Have to do it from the front here maybe. Ooh, it's sliding down. We'll strap it in, unhook the trailer, and then we can come from the front and drop it in. Look at that trailer move. I don't know if that's gonna work. If we can just restrap. There we go, maybe. Strap one and then we're good. Probably gonna slam into the cab though. Oh, that might work. Alright, let's take a quick check here. Make sure we got everything. I think that was it. So yeah, just a few stumps that we gotta grind. We're going to leave this tree. I think it'll add some aesthetic. Yeah. I'm liking it. As we'll leave it there for today's episode. I'll drive this down to the sell point. We'll have to wait to sell it. We come back, we'll hit these stumps. And then we'll hit that sorghum field. And then we'll make some sales. We'll have a lot of money. We need to eye up a new tractor. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.